This is a story that literally tests the very limits of what a single human heart can hold. It challenges every single assumption we have about what it means to survive.
And it starts, like most stories about profound strength usually do, without her ever asking to be strong. It begins with a sudden, completely uninvited loss of her first son to an accident. This wasn't something she could brace for, right? It arrived with absolutely zero warning. No countdown, no chance whatsoever to prepare her heart for that kind of devastating impact. Just think about that suddenness for a minute. It's the kind of phone call that instantly splits your entire life into two distinct halves, the before and the after. In one agonizing instant, a mother is forced to navigate a world that just doesn't have her child in it anymore, carrying a grief she never asked for and could literally never have anticipated.
Because the reality of sudden loss, it's permanent. It's a plate that's never set again, a room that stays just a little too quiet. That painful, permanent rearrangement of a grieving home, it isn't something you can just fix. It's an absence that echoes in the hallways. It echoes every single time a holiday rolls around, or when a birthday passes and nobody quite knows how to observe it anymore. The silence in the house just becomes this constant, heavy reminder of the voice that's missing.
But here's the crucial point: how she and her husband actually survived the impossible in the aftermath. They weren't magically healed. That doesn't happen. They were just okay enough to keep walking forward. They kept going, not because the grief just vanished, but simply because mornings kept arriving, whether they were ready for them or not. Slowly, deliberately, day by day, they built this fragile existence that just barely resembled okay. Imagine what those mornings felt like. Going through the motions, making a pot of coffee, tying your shoes, driving to work on pure autopilot, all while carrying an invisible, crushing weight, while the rest of the world just goes about its normal, noisy business around you. But the compounding weight of this reality, it was actually just beginning. Years ago, the sudden tragedy of their first son left a permanent scar. And then, just a few years later, life struck a second time with just breathtaking cruelty. The tragic accident of their second son. Imagine the horrific deja vu of that. Another hospital corridor, another set of doctors walking toward them with the kind of face that says absolutely everything before a single word is even spoken. And right there, in that exact same hospital building, within hours of losing their second boy, her husband suffers a fatal paralytic attack. His heart, his body, simply gave out under the sheer physical weight of a grief that was just way too large for one person to hold twice. I want you to just stop for a second. Really process the impossible magnitude of what just happened. One woman. One day. Seriously, try to comprehend the breathtaking cruelty of losing both your second son and your husband in the exact same hospital building just hours apart. Two of the people she loved most in the entire world entirely gone before the sun even finished setting on that day. If this were a movie, the screen fades to black right here, right? The credits would roll. Because surely, we tell ourselves, surely no human is expected to carry a burden larger than this. We fundamentally want to believe that there's a cap on human suffering. That would be the end of the script. But her story didn't end there, because somewhere in the middle of all this crushing, suffocating darkness, there's a devastating pivot point. She was quietly fighting cancer. While navigating the loss of literally her entire immediate family, her own body, in its own way, was simultaneously testing exactly how much one person could be asked to endure. Think about the severe physical toll of that. Enduring the exhaustion, the nausea, the absolute drain of cancer treatments, all while sitting in a waiting room utterly alone. Her body was breaking down at the exact same time her world had completely shattered. But amidst that unbearable darkness, a quiet, truly heroic choice was made. She decided that grief, however massive, didn't get to be the only thing she was made of. And this is where we really just have to stand in quiet awe. Against every conceivable odd, she is still here. She chooses, on purpose, every single morning, to not just survive, but to actually live. To wake up, to actively seek out moments of peace, and to genuinely smile at the small things. The warmth of the sun, a good cup of coffee, a kind word from a stranger. She chooses that, rather than letting herself exist only as a headline of unimaginable tragedy. So I have to ask you, and I really want you to sit with this. Is it really the end of the world? Turn that lens directly onto yourself right now. Think about the next quote-unquote unbearable, rough month, the next bad day, the next overwhelming problem you're gonna face. Is it the end of the world, or is it just a version of hard that someone, somewhere, has faced and somehow still found a way to stand back up from? Think about the stark contrast in how we view our daily lives. On one side, we complain bitterly about traffic.
We literally lose our minds over slow Wi-Fi speeds. We get genuinely angry at a coworker who doesn't reply to an email fast enough. We let these tiny inconveniences dictate our entire mood. And on the other side, a woman who lost almost everything a person can possibly lose, choosing every single morning to be deeply grateful for what remains. It really forces a profound perspective shift, doesn't it?
Look at the people around you today. The healthy, vibrant, present people who might even be annoying you right now with their constant questions, their mess, and all their noise. Hold tightly onto that, because that noise is a gift most people don't get to keep. Recognize it as the incredibly fragile privilege that it truly is, because one day you might give absolutely anything to have that annoying noise back.
Whatever is weighing on you today, your work stress, your anxieties, your daily frustrations, they're valid. Your heart is still hard. Carry those burdens, but try to carry them a little lighter today. Find some comfort in knowing that while your struggles are absolutely real, you are not carrying the heaviest thing in the world. You're breathing. You're here.
So I'm going to leave you with this final quiet thought. Can you spread a little peace today? Can you choose to be just a bit more kind, a little more patient, a little more grateful for the quiet moments? Because someone out there who's far less than you, navigating a grief far heavier than most of us will ever know, just proved to all of us that it is entirely possible.